All right, we hear it now. My Luther voice, Luther can blow, couldn't he? But Denver Broncos player exposes Urban Meyer. He was an ex-Ohio State player. Well, former Ohio State. You can't say ex. You supposed to, how can I say, graduate in college. He stayed there 5 years. His name is Ramonte Jones. He said Urban Meyer needs to change the way he coaches in the NFL. And then you talking about, and I said this before, you're talking about somebody that's 57 years old. How much you willing to change? How much is he willing to change the NFL? This is why Nick Saban didn't do well. Okay, but yeah, he was there 5 years. So let's talk about it. So I'm reading from NBC or Pro Football Talk NBC.com. It says Broncos defensive end Draymont Jones, spent 5 years playing for Urban Meyer at Ohio State, and Sunday Jones will see Myers again. And when the Broncos play the Jaguars, and Jones has some advice for his old college coach: change your ways in the NFL. Jones said there always been an adjustment period from college to the NFL, but he said Urban in particular may struggle because Urban doesn't relate to players the way grown men expect their coach to relate. Quote, from college to pros, it's always difficult no matter what level, whether you're coaching or playing, Jones said, quote, especially because a lot of the philosophy are college-based, and you can't do that with 30-plus men, 25-plus men, or who have been in the league and know what they're doing now. And we are all well established. You got to shake things up in how you coach. Asked if he was surprised to hear the stories that Urban Meyer isn't clicking with veteran players in Jacksonville, Jones said, that's not a surprise based on his experience with Urban Meyer. Quote, am I surprised by it? No, Jones said. Quote, I just know how he is. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but no, it doesn't surprise me. Now, Myers, Jaguars did not look particularly coached well in their Week 1 loss to the Houston Texans. They have their hands full on Sunday against Jones and the Broncos. Now, my problem with this, I should have bet on that game. I don't know why I didn't bet on that game, man, because the Houston Texans was plus, it was like plus like one something, maybe even two something, but I just looked at Tyrod Taylor, and I was like, hell no. I should have took a flyer on that game, but it is what it is. Let me fix my thing. It is what it is. We all make mistakes, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he know how he is. He got the best assessment. At least he want to speak up about the situation. Not everybody is man enough to speak up and be like, you know what, he need to go ahead and change his ways. All right, so he was drafted in 2019, so he's been there since 2004. 14 or something like that. So, or is it? It's 15. College, because they don't count 19. So of course he know what it's like. Of course he know how you like. You gotta be able to treat a man like a man and not a boy. In college, they are boys. They're teenagers turning into men. In college, they already men. We know that. In college, they already men. They are already in NFL. Pros are already men. And those guys know more about NFL than Urban Myers do, because he coming in, doing college stuff. You can't yell at me like I'm a little kid. I'm guarantee that's one of the things, condescending, talking down on your coach like you ain't done nothing in this league. We learning together. And if I've been here and I won something, or I've been in the league and I've done more than you, you can't tell me nothing. I should be telling you. So that's always the thing about college coaches too, because they always come and treat men like boys. You can't do that. You can't treat men like boys. You gotta treat men like men. And that's hard to do. And he ain't gonna adjust. He gonna be out of there. Maybe he should head over to get the USC job. Maybe he should head over and see what USC hitting for, because if he ain't willing to change and he's almost 60 years old, he not gonna change. I think we all know that. He not gonna make the adjustment. If he make the adjustment, he's still not gonna win. So what are we really talking about here? We already know what it is. And if that locker room was a lot more slippery, I think he'd be under a lot of fire. You ain't played in this league. You ain't did a lot. Why we gonna listen to you? So that is what it is there, man. And I think he played at Bowling Green. If he even had a playing career, so you can't just sit there and talk about people and all that shit, man, that he was doing, man. I already know what he's doing. When people say, well, he lighting the fire, he trying to change the mentality. It's a way to change the mentality while respecting me as a man. Point blank period. So let me know what you guys think. Check the NFL playlist out. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Thumbs up the video. I do appreciate everybody for watching. If you want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. I do appreciate the financial donations. You can thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate that. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you got business question, inquiry, response, or video requests. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.